People, welcome to the channel. I was just reading about this Huntington train attack. Suspect tried to break into my car after the attack, so I ran him over before police pounced on him. I ran over the Train Knifeman. Father has claimed he hit the alleged Huntington attacker with his car as he tried to make his escape. Dave Scott was waiting to pick up his daughter. Imagine waiting for your daughter and a lunatic with a knife. Station in Cambridge. When he says a man with a knife approached his vehicle. Moments later, Anthony Williams, 32, was arrested. So it seems to be sort of effective. If only someone had ever written a book about how to use your vehicle against an armed attacker. Wait a second, I actually know that person. Yes, this book right here, Survival Skills, and the chapter that literally says, using a car against an armed attacker. Yeah. Well, now I'm no expert. I only done this twice, so, but it does work, and it pretty much works exactly like I explained here. That's my experience with this sort of thing. It's really not the kind of thing you practice a whole lot, especially because people rarely volunteer for this sort of thing. You actually need a proper scumbag to use it on, but that's maybe that's one of the more unusual things you can learn from this book. It does work. It is very effective. Now in the movies where they just go and just make a big old mess, usually you're far better off with a little bit of a light bump or a little bit of a roll, a little bit of a controlled contact. The car is very big, very heavy. The engine is fairly powerful compared to a human being. So there are things you can do to, and in my book I explain, maybe a bit more of a concern, which is someone with a gun. What if someone tries to shoot at you right through the windshield, through one of the windows, and you're in your vehicle? Well, again, there's things you definitely can do. But it was interesting to see that this guy apparently, dealt with a situation with his car. And in places where other tools may not even be available or highly regulated or even just down banned, your car should not be underestimated, But for this, besides how to use it, is keeping your doors locked. One of the things that just surprises me, people that are just in their cars with doors unlocked. And I've heard this argument of, well, if there's an accident, it's easier for EMTs and rescue people to okay, but you're also exposed to any nutcase that opens your door and gets inside your vehicle, inside your own space. So really something I would not encourage anyone to do. Anyway, just thought it was interesting, and there are ways in which you can definitely use your vehicle to deal with serious threats. Guys, there's a little bit of common sense involved in this thing, right? You only do this when your life is most definitely on the line, when someone is actively trying to hurt you, especially if they have a weapon, they're trying to attack you, and you are inside your vehicle and you have the option of using that. Well, again, it comes down to that. I'm in fear of my life. If I don't do this, I end up getting hurt or killed, so I take action. Anyway, stuff that's happening all over the world, guys. This is from UK, but any one of us in most places these days is dealing with some serious kind of crime, pretty much all over the world. See you next time, folks. Take care.